Well guys, as you can see, we're on a lovely stubble field, but don't get too excited. It's an average stubble field. There's no Roman villa on it, there's no Celtic temple. As you know by my videos, I like to just keep it real, and I hope a lot of you guys out there can relate to this, because you've probably got the same sort of sites where you are. So yeah, we're not detecting in the grounds of a museum by any standards. If something comes up, bonus. If it doesn't, well, at least we're out, aren't we? I'm going to be using the sonar program because I know the sonar program works really well in stubble, but I'm going to add a couple of little tweaks because this field is full of really tiny annoying lead. I mean microscopic lead, I don't know why. So I'm going to make a couple of changes and see how I get on. First of all, I'm going to drop the frequency down to 11 kilohertz. I'm using the X35 black coil. Now dropping the frequency may make the machine less sensitive to these tiny little pieces of lead, and in turn I'm going to raise the sensitivity. I'm going to raise it up to about 97. I've had a little walk around and had a little test, and this field will take a sensitivity of 97 without any problems whatsoever. Let's just call it the Sonar Plus program, just for argument's sake. So come on, let's get out, have a wander around. Don't know what we're going to find, but you're welcome to join me. Come on. Although I'm running this machine quite hot, I've got sensitivity at 97, so that's quite leery. It's dealing with all this iron really well. Have a listen. Can you see what I've done there? I've got the sensitivity really high, so it's almost acting like a threshold in the background. So I'm just waiting for something to spike over the top of it. Just out of interest, let's have a quick look on the hot program, number 9, standard hot program. Evo program. Not a lot of difference there. What have we got? We've got the ultimate. Pitch 101. Oh, that pitch 101 hits it hard, doesn't it? Really strong signal there. Okay, let's dig it out, see what we got. Let's go back to the sonar program, then dig it out. Well, I don't know, the sonar program does nail it. Look at that, yay! That is a tiny little, possibly a part of a fibula. The pin from a fibula. Look at that. And don't forget, we're using 11 kilohertz and we're still finding really delicate stuff like this. So this sonar program, Sonar Plus shall we call it, is doing the business here today. When you're using the sonar program or the ultimate program or any program with a tone break, just bear in mind that there's no iron volume with it. So on a lot of these deep and iffy signals you will get the iron buzz coming through, but just learn to sort of live with that and accept it. Try and work on the percentages of the signal. For example, if the signal is 70% iron buzz and 25% good target, there's a good chance it's going to be iron. But also bear in mind the audio intensity of the target. If the audio intensity is very loud and sharp and the signal's suspect, it's probably going to be iron once again. So just try and work on the percentages there. More lead. I know what that is. 99% sure that is a pot mend. I'm pretty sure that is a pot mend, probably Roman. They used to use these lead plugs to fill in the holes in pots, so I believe. So at least we know they were here. I'm really chuffed with these settings. I'm going to save it under one of my custom programs as Sonar Plus and then just dial it in next time I'm on this block of land. No messing about. 57, 68. $60. Somewhere in there. Oh look, there it is, I can see. It's a little button, look. Tiny little button. What do you think? Little cut quarter? I really don't know. Can't see anything on it. $87 coming up. Whoa, so slowly. Ugh. Well, that's what it is. There it is. Don't know what it is. This one is a textbook signal. It's quite nice and soft, so I think it could be deep. Got the iron buzz, but as we said earlier, we've got no iron volume on this program, so we've got to learn to ignore that because the signal in the middle is nice and solid and repeatable. Getting a bit brighter now, so I've obviously moved it. Better. Another piece of flipping lead. Lovely to see the rotted down stubble. Look, it just lays over as soon as you touch it. It's nothing worse than going through fresh stubble. I'd say that was about 60% in the iron's favour. Gonna leave it. You can hear how that reactivity 4 is just dancing between the targets. Oh, listen how fast that is. When we're talking about reactivity, it's amazing how just one reactivity adjustment, say from 3 to 4 or 2.5 to 3, just that one step does make a big difference. So they're not fine adjustments by any means. What do you think to that? Looks to me like half a big Jetton. Nice solid one there. Coming up at 40. Whoa, stones. Don't know what that is. It's not a hammered coin. It looks more like, oh, dropped it. Looks more like a trade token to me. Look at that, what a lovely little target. Very, very thin, and that's why it come up at those low numbers. Well guys, that's it from me. I'm going to carry on detecting for a bit longer, but I'm going to have to leave you guys because this video is getting a little bit long now. I've had a few interesting little bits and pieces. It's definitely kept me interested. There's loads of iron here, and of course that annoying lead. But sometimes it's nice just to push the dais a little bit more, isn't it? And lowering that frequency and raising that sensitivity kind of gives it different parameters. I don't think you get the sensitivity at 97 using 17 kilohertz or 25 kilohertz on this field, but I think because I've lowered it to 11, it's just allowed me to push another setting. So that's it really guys. Thanks for joining me. Small adjustments guys make a big difference, always remember that. So that's it. Don't forget to check out our Facebook groups, XP Adventures and the Metal Detector Skills School, and I'll post my sonar programs up below. See you soon. Bye for now.